What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with, well, you see what's on the screen. Guys, let's jump in, let's talk about it. Now, before we do that, I do want to say, we've talked about this for months at this point, and every single person, had, a handful of franchises. They were like, it's gotta be one of these or I'm gonna rage. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we got a series here. It is not one that anybody guessed, but let's give it a shot. And I'll explain why I say that here in a moment. But let's go ahead and give this a try before we just start raging. You never know. This could be like the greatest thing that's ever happened. And I'll explain. Give me a moment to explain, okay? First, the big reveal. Some of you have already seen this online, but Strike the Blood. That's never... not even a series that was on my radar. It's like an older series. Apparently, they're having an OVA right now, though, so it kind of makes sense. But not a series I'm familiar with by any stretch. Not one that was even remotely on my radar. But that said, let's jump over here and let's talk about this, because this could be hype. It says here, this is a massive, fully voiced story co-authored by both series creators Fujino Omori and Gakuto Mikumo. Sorry. Words were in front of me and I couldn't read them. Apparently. That's how that worked. Yeah. Interesting. So there's been, no doubt, there's been a lot of effort put into this. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears from both these series creators. When they collab on something like this, don't take it lightly, guys. Before you start raging and saying, oh, it wasn't this series, or it wasn't that series, remember how much effort has now been put into this. They've been hyping this basically since, December, November? So, give it a chance before you start losing your mind. Now, there's a new gacha. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But what's really awesome, daily free 11 draws. When we get to that, there's something very special I want to talk about. But, yeah, daily free 11 draws for 2 weeks. It's going to be wild. Lots of campaigns. Main story is Third Stamina, Upgrade Support campaign, and Join a Familia campaign. If you're not in a Familia and you join, you get 200 Iris. Pretty awesome. The Chelsea Familia will have some turnover after Familia Wargame. So if you are looking for a place looking for a Familia to join, go to the Discord right now, link in the description, and click on the Familia application section. Of course, you should join both the Discords anyway, because they're great Danmachi communities. But click on the Familia application section if you're looking to join. Fill out all that stuff to the best of your ability, and we'll be in touch. Now, free-to-play unit, we get a 4-star Yukina, and we'll talk about her in just a moment as well. First of all, the story. The story of the strongest vampire and sword shaman girl will be told. The fourth primogenitor. A legendary being claimed to be the strongest vampire in the world. This vampire served by the 12 beast vessels, said to bring chaos, and was found in town one day, because it's an anime, and it wouldn't be an anime unless they just found the greatest thing ever in this random know-nothing town. Don't at me. It's an anime trope. I can't do anything about it. To observe or otherwise exterminate the fourth primogenitor. The Lion King organization. The Lion King organization. What do these people do? Just sit around and watch The Lion King all day? Is that really? They're you know what we love? The Lion King. Give us some of that, Disney Savannah action. I don't know. The Lion King organization. They be simping for Simba. A government branch has sent an attack mage known as Sword Shaman. However, the one chosen to be the observer was a Sword Shaman in training. So, interesting story here. We'll see how this sets up. I believe this is part of the OVA series that's currently running. So, once again, I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm probably just going to have to sit down and watch the OVA, if not the entire series, and just figure stuff out. And we could talk about it, but really interesting stuff. I know you guys want to talk about the banners. Let's get into the banners. Okay, Beast and the Cursed Blade. This is banner number 1. You have the new, I can't remember her name now, but we have the new units and we have Naza. Let's talk about Naza first. Okay, interesting art for Naza there. Naza is pretty respectable. HP is 3887. Remember, the closer we get to that 4K mark, the happier I am. Physical attack is over 2000 at 2050. Defense is 570. Dex is 839. And agility is 1029. So it's very, very good stats all around for Naza. Now, it is worth noting, all these units are Dragon Killers, but also all these units are time limited. That means you will not get another opportunity to pull these units until they rerun this collab. And thus far, we've had 2 collabs, technically 3 actually, that have never, ever rerun. I'll harp on that again in a moment, but time limited. If you want them, get them now. You're not going to get another opportunity. That's what I was telling you guys to save Iris. Now, skill 1. Naza, foe, singular, low light physical attack and single target damage taken plus 25%, self strength and light damage plus 50%. That's a pretty good skill. Skill 2 is a foe's singular, fast, high light physical attack, temporary strength boost, and strength and magic down 40%. Skill 3 is a super light physical attack, high on guard rate, temporary strength boost, and allies extend buff plus 2 turns. Special, this is a fun one. Ultra light physical attack with great temporary strength boost and allies strength and magic and light damage 75%. Remember, if you have the OG Haruhime and the light Haruhime, 100% strength magic, 80% light damage. This is a little bit lower than all of those, but it's one skill to do them all. There might be benefits to doing that from time to time. Passives are 35% dark resistance, regular attacks are light physical attack, counter attack damage 50%, 15% damage on crit, 30% strength, agility, and dex, and once again, Dragon Killer. Naza looking pretty respectable. Lafolia. Lafolia Rehaven. I butchered her name, I'm sorry. Whatever. Lafolia. This is an all-new character, all-new unit, so you know this is a fresh CP reward. And what have I told you guys? If you're going to go after a banner, even if you don't care about the units at all, if it's time limited and it's fresh CP, it might actually be worth getting 1 and 1 only. Because, A, we don't know when these units are going to return. B, you can pay back your summons pretty quickly if you're able to get them pretty quickly. But I have a special caveat to that we'll talk about here in just a few minutes. First, Lafolia, the first princess of Algeria. Not Algeria, Algeria. As a member of the Algerian royal family, renowned for their advancements in magic, Lafolia is known to be a powerful spirit summoner. She's praised for her beauty that rivals the goddess of beauty. Freya's going to love her, while being a free-spirited and full of curiosity. However, some know how wicked and smart she is. I like a girl with brains, especially one with a dark side. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. Lafolia, HP is 3867, so very good HP stat. Physical stat is 2062, very good physical stat. Defense is 579, respectable that. It's an S class endurance stat, so very good. Dex is 714, that's good as well. Agility is 1107, that's exceptional. And once again, she is a Dragon Killer, and of course time limited because collab. Skill 1 is a foe's plural, fast, mid-light physical attack with 25% damage per strength, magic, and agility boost. Seems like that's a foe's strength, magic, and agility boost. So in the inevitable Familia Rush that we're going to get with this, you can expect there's going to be some foes that will boost strength, magic, and agility. She'll do 75% damage just on this skill, AoE style. If you're in War Game and you happen to just have a bunch of units that buff both strength, magic, and agility, which happens a lot, she's going to hit those units for 150%. Because remember, you're going to boost strength, magic, and agility on the assist side too. She could be killer in War Game, but I'll save that argument for tomorrow. There's 2 ways to look at her, and that's going to be a big part of tomorrow's Before You Summon video. Just saying that right now. Skill 2, super light physical attack and physical resist down 35%, self-strength plus 75% for 2 turns. Skill 3, light resistance. Skill 3 noted is a foe's foe's plural, where this is normally a singular skill. So all of her skills are AoE skills. Light resist, strength, and magic down 40% for 4 turns, and 3 additional actions, foe's low light physical attack. SA, foes plural, super light physical attack, temporary strength boost, light resistance, and physical resistance down 50%. 35% dark resist and counters are regular attacks. For her passive, 50% damage on penetration, 10% physical and magic resist, 30% strength and agility and dex, and she is a dragon killer. This unit actually is really interesting. Now, Yukina. Yukina, this is an assist unit for her, and it is worth noting that we're getting a free-to-play one. So as far as if you're just getting these units for collection and for CP, the free-to-play one should be more than adequate. You wouldn't need to summon for this one, just a note. A sword shaman in training, Yukina joined the Lion King organization because she sims for Simba. To monitor the fourth primogenitor, she underwent intense training from a young age and was raised with the sole expectation that she would become an expert at fighting demons with, I'm going to butcher this one, but I love saying German words, Scheinefrolleser. I just want to hear them say that in the game. Scheinefrolleser. A spear that destroys evil. Thanks to it, that's how you have to say German words, by the way. You have to say all of them like you're like gargling and angry. It's amazing. It's such a wonderful language. Dude, I am a very like non-chill person, as anybody who's been following this channel for like 10 seconds would note. So anything you have to say is like Scheinefrolleser. It's just, that is my jam. That is like, I'm going to lean into this as hard as I can. I don't even care if I'm butchering it. That's just a great word. Let's just say it one more time. Scheinefrolleser. Love that word. I'm probably butchering it, but whatever. I'm going to go with it anyway. That's going to be it. That's going to be its name. A spear that destroys evil. Scheinefrolleser. So Yukina Himuragi. Skills. She's an assist. HP is 916. That's a very good HP scale, actually. MP is 187, leaves a bit to be desired. Physical and magic are both 338. So, not so hot. But she is 100% a wargame build. Allies 50% agility. Foes 20% critical and foes down 20% critical and penetration. 100% wargame build. And actually really good for wargame. Because remember, critical and penetration will murder you in wargame. So if you're a wargame main, also notice that agility stat. Whoever you put her on, that unit going first. 100%. We'll talk about that. I think it's a discussion for tomorrow. We'll talk about that. So that is, I inadvertently closed it, but that is Yukina's skills. So very interesting. Banner number 2. And this only has one unique unit on there, and that's her. So if you're paying attention with this banner, the only unique unit here, not including Yukina, because you're going to get a free one of her, is old girl here, Lafolia. And if we go down here, well, old girl herself. Sayaka Kirasaka. What a name. What a name. Dare you to say that one 3 times fast. Sayaka Kirasaka. Old girl here is the 1 unique CP on this. So if you're paying attention, you're going to get 3 unique CP rewards from this event, at least if these are the only 2 banners. So, and one of those is going to be free to play anyway. So if you're really looking to just get CP, get Lafolia and old girl here. Yukina's former roommate who achieved the title of Shamanic War Dancer. So the Lion King organization was like, this girl can dance. She be murdering fool. She's a war dancer. We're brilliant. Cue up I Want to Be King. DMCA right away. She's pretty much the only one who can properly use her favorite weapon. I'm not gonna... Lustrous Scale, a heavy demonic purging bow type 6. So apparently a bow type 6 is just a giant sword. Moving on. Oh, there it is again. HP is 30 and 55, a very good HP stat. MP is 274. That's all right. Physical attack is over 2,000 again. It's 2069. Nice. Magic attack is 3063. Could have gotten 6 more on that one. Defense is 587. So, all right. Pretty good unit. Endurance is 587 because it's the same as defense. Dex is 732. Agility is 1095. That's very, very, very good. Not quite 1100, but really, really, really close. Once again, time-limited dragon killer. Time-limited dragon killer. SA. Skill 1. Allies. Fast. Dex, agility, and endurance plus 35%. And 2 additional actions. Foes, low wind physical attack. Skill 2 is a foe's fast, high wind physical attack, high encounter rate, endurance down 40%, and allies wind attack damage plus 50%. Notice she doesn't give herself a physical attack. Interesting. Interesting. I've got to really contemplate this one for a while. She's a good build, but an interesting build. Skill 3 is the typical single target. Foe super wind physical attack with ultra on guard rate, temporary strength boost, no percentage boost, so nothing to write home about. Special foes, ultra wind physical attack with temporary great strength boost, removes foes strength and magic buffs, and allies strength and magic debuffs. That's a handy skill. 35% earth resist, counters regular attacks or wind physical, 15% damage on penetration, 30% strength, agility, and dex, 20% ailment resistance, and 50% to dragons. We'll talk about a lot more of this in tomorrow's video. Lafia, who needs no introduction. Another assist by and by. HP is over 1,000. That's like the sweet spot for an assist. That's really, really, really good. Physical attack is 208, but magic attack is 641. But her agility is pretty atrocious, if I'm honest. She spec'd all into magic. And if you notice down here, war games, ailment teams, foes, plural, 45% seal, minus 20% strength and dex. Just saying. Not quite 50% seal, but pretty darn close. Now, that is at max limit break. I think she's going to drop to 35% when she's level 60 to all the way up to level 79. At level 80, she's going to take this max stat right here. So do bear that in mind. Royal Sword Princess Eyes. Another assist Eyes. This is only the second assist Eyes in the whole game. 912 for her HP. Good, but not fantastic. Magic attack is 188. I'm sorry, not magic attack. MP is 188. Physical attack is 616. That's really good. Magic attack is 206. And defense is 313, which is actually pretty respectable, honestly. Allies. 20% strength, endurance, and seal resistance with 100% taunt resistance. So we might get some taunts here from the enemies in Familia Rush. I don't know. I wonder. Babysitter Yukina. So, a word to all the parents out there watching this. I, as a parent myself, can assure you, if someone were to show up at my house, be like, I'm here to babysit your kid. Be like, why do you have a spear? I mean, I know my kids are unruly as hell, but what part of that warrants a spear? You know what? We changed our mind. No, you're fine. I'll just pay you for the 4 hours, and you go on your merry way with that spear. Don't point it at me. You asking for trouble. that's the shadow boxing with the babysitter Yukina. Anyway, babysitter Yukina. This is the free-to-play unit, so don't expect a huge amount. HP is 3616, and that's fully hero ascended. So like I said, don't expect a huge amount. Physical attack is 1633. That's pretty atrocious. But once again, have I already mentioned this is a drop unit? It's a drop unit. Endurance, 473. Not terrible, not great. Dex, 647. And agility is 868. That's a double S stat, but we have so many units with so much more. And it's so easy to get Iris to summon in this game. I mean, she's really more for collection purpose. Now, the really nice part is when you get her, the first unit that you pick up in the game is going to give you her CP levels. So, like I said before, there's really only Lafolia and who was the other girl? Not Yukina. Sayaka. Really only those two that you need to worry about CP for. Now, her skills. Skill 1 is a foe's plural low-wind physical attack, self-strength, and wind attack damage plus 50%. Skill 2 is a fast mid-wind physical attack. Or mid-wind attack with physical... I'm guessing it's a physical attack. With physical resist and wind resist down 25%. Skill 3 is a low-wind physical attack with high penetration rate, 50% damage per foe singular. Physical resistance debuff. That's actually pretty respectable, all things considered. And then foe's ultra wind physical attack with temporary great strength boost, wind resist down 40% for 3 turns. 25% earth resist, counters in regular attacks or wind attack, 50% damage on penetration, 10% physical and magic resistance, 25% strength, agility, and dex, and a dragon killer. So interesting unit, but once again, you're gonna collect her. That's about it. You're gonna level 80 her just for the rewards. That's it. Kojo Akatsuki, a high schooler who gained the powers of the world's most powerful vampire and the 4th primogenitor. He's also called Kali Blood by some. Wields a disastrous ability to control 12 unholy familiars. Damn. That's pretty brutal. So Kojo's the villain of our story. And an NPC. So, interesting that. The other NPC is Nagisa Akatsuki, Kojo's little sister, a cute, expressive girl whose best features are her eyes. Let me just say, if somebody's trying to you should check out my sister. She's into the same shit you are. Oh, how's your sister? What's up with her? She got eyes. Oh, yeah. Not even braids? Nope, just eyes. Not a good way to describe somebody, is it? But these two are apparently going to be part of the story, so we'll have to see how that plays out. They're non-player characters. Now, this is what I was talking about before. Free 11-draw gacha every single day. So my free-to-play people, if for whatever reason you are not intrigued by these banners, and we'll make that, we'll talk about it tomorrow in more detail, obviously, but you could always just run this for the 1 CP reward, and then if you don't get them on the last day, then you can go into whichever banner you need to go into to get either one of those 2 units. Just saying. Now, I get the feeling some of these units are going to be really good, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. I just want to put this in your mind that if you're like, man, I'm really not hyped about this, I don't want to summon on these units, do your daily gacha, and you might get lucky and get one of each of the CP rewards you need. Just saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could, and it's worth the gamble. If you don't want to spend Iris. I personally will be spending Iris. I can promise you that. Upgrade support campaign. 4-star babysitter Yukina upgrade missions. I said that earlier. Enhanced level. Great success rates have tripled. Stamina for Exilia and Falna have halved, and all Falna quests are open. So, lots of good stuff there, guys. Lots of good stuff. Heroic Trial. We're beginning a Heroic Trial for Lafolia and Yukina. Obviously, she's going to be the one you're going to want to get because she's a really good wargame assist. Yeah. All around is good. Now, the one thing to remember with Heroic Trial, you do not get the unit, you only get the bond. So, you can't go... It's not like the free daily. You can't just go in here and go, well, I got the bond. Where's the unit? It ain't going to work like that. You got to have the unit first for the bond to be of any use. Bundles! Of course, there's going to be bundles. You knew there were going to be bundles. Mega Bundle A and Mega Bundle B. A should have that Adventure Star Bond. B should have the Assist Star Bond. I don't know how much they're going to be, but 1,500-ish, I'm going to guess. Special Bundle, hopefully, will be back at the 300 price range. That's such a great price range for it. And the 3-star ticket should be at 100. These are all paid Iris. So, do bear that in mind. This is not free-to-play Iris. But, these are very nice bundles. Here are the weapons. Not to scale. And I love that Lafolia's weapon is legit just a blunderbuss with a Bowie knife attached to it. Like, what do you have? I have a 100 caliber blunderbuss. Okay, you went and I tied a knife to it. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty much how that would go down. She like walks into the bank. What do you have? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not even hitting the alarm. I don't want to get stabbed. Here you go. Take the money. Bye. Like, just saying. Just saying. And isn't Lustrious Scale supposed to be a bow? It don't look like a bow to me. And I've seen a few bows in my day. So, I don't know about all that. But yeah, that's mostly the collab stuff. Now we're going to have, obviously, login bonuses. Notice where you're getting Arario souvenirs in the login bonuses. Remember, Arario souvenirs are the upgrade, CP upgrade items for collabs. So hopefully we're going to get quite a few of those during this event, because I'm going to be honest, if we don't, it's so hard to get those things, man. It's so hard to get those. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video quite a bit. Danmachi's solo schedule. Bonus Iris campaign, time limited sale edition. So where we normally get 300 for 20 bucks, we're going to get 40 for 20 bucks. And where we normally get 1400 for 80, it'd be 1600. So if you plan to spend money, worthwhile for me, I'm probably going to do it. I'm going to be real. Celestial Festival Gotcha. If you're not familiar, this is the one where you get to pick 3 units, and on the first, third, and fifth draws, you're guaranteed one of the 3 that you select, and this should be anybody in the 4-star pool. If you plan to whale, that's the one to whale on. That is the banner 100% to whale on. No questions asked. All main stories, 1/3 stamina. That's Belle, Eyes, Lefia, and Ryu. I don't believe the Sword Oratoria stuff's included in that. 7th Zone is, of course, back, but we don't know the typings. It'd be really nice if we knew the typings. Record Buster back, and it's going to be Dark type, which makes sense because we just got a bunch of light units. Dark has not had a lot of love in this game, and we are in serious need of a Dark upgrade. Just saying. But yeah, Dark type, so you flex your light teams. Familia Growth Campaign. Join a Familia and participate in Familia events. Like I said, 200 total Iris. If you join a Familia, we do have some openings in Chestia 1. I don't know about 2, 3, or EU, but you can always apply. Worst case scenario, there's no room. No big deal. But 200 Iris for joining is worthwhile, and, you know, Familias are going to need people for Familia Rush. Speaking of which, Familia Rush is coming on the 2nd of April, apparently. How that bodes for the April Fool's event, I have no idea. But hopefully they do something really awesome. Last year's was insane, and they already gave us a little bit of something last week, so maybe. Starting tomorrow, Strike the Blood 4 plus Danmachi crossover. Long Tail. Of course, that's the new Danmachi crossover tail. Same with the Cursed Blade gotchas. Crossover specials, free 11 draws start tomorrow. Take advantage. It is so incredibly worth. Bundles and ticket sales go on tomorrow as well. Upgrade Support Campaign, Familia Growth Campaign, Main Story Campaign, and Bonus Iris Campaign all go live. Heroic Trials will be here, 7th Zone will be here, and Record Buster will be here. 326, The Beast and the Cursed Blade Encounter Login Bonus. That's starting Thursday. And then, starting, just 5 days later, the Celestial Festival Gotcha. Finally, on the 2nd, Familia Rush. Familia Rush. Not Royale, Rush. We haven't had Rush in a really long time. So, start preparing. I assure you it is going to favor light physical units almost all the way through. Go figure. But if that's going to be the video, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you excited for this crossover? Yay or nay? How do you feel about it? Let me know. Like, comment, share. I'll be back at you guys with more Danmachi here really, really soon.